A yes or no question. The military intelligence warned of the deadly coronavirus in a briefing to the government in early January. Yes or no, did the Prime Minister, his office, or any member of the cabinet see these briefings? Yes or no?
The Honourable Deputy Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, Canada, as a member of the Five Eyes, as a member of NATO, as a member of NORAD, a close intelligence partner with all of those allies, very much including the United States, is privy to a great deal of intelligence. Of course, the global pandemic is an issue which has concerned our intelligence agencies and those of our partners, so we have been in close communication with them.
Member for Carleton.
Did any member of the cabinet see that intelligence from our military? Yes or no?
The Honourable Deputy Prime Minister.
As I have said, Mr. Speaker, our intelligence sharing is very important. Our intelligence sharing with our allies during this global pandemic, which poses particularly security challenges, has been, I would say, very energetic, and we continue to work with.
The Honourable Member for Carleton.
Question was and is, did any member of the cabinet see that military intelligence? Yes or no?
The Honourable Deputy Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, part of the basis on which we are able to work closely with our partners, including when it comes to sharing intelligence, is sharing with Canadians only what we are able to do.
For Carleton.
We know that the intelligence exists, and we know that the military warned the government of the dangers of the coronavirus in early January. After January 22nd, how many people did this government allow into Canada from the Hubei province, the province from which the virus originated? How many?
Honourable Deputy Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, when it comes to border controls, our government is very aware of the importance of ensuring that people coming into the country today are subject to mandatory quarantine. That quarantine is being enforced. That includes Canadians and non-Canadians. As Canadians know as well, there are strict limits today on anyone who is not Canadian entering the country.
Member for Carleton.
How many people were allowed into Canada from Hubei province after this government received intelligence showing the danger of the coronavirus from our military?
The Honourable Deputy Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, we became aware that the coronavirus was indeed a threat and that there were a number of places around the world where we were
Answer the fucking question, Christia.
Who could have the contagion of the coronavirus. That is why at the border we were very clear about giving clear instructions about the need for self-isolation.
The Honourable Member for Carleton.
After the government received intelligence from our military about the dangers of the coronavirus in China, it allowed 2,000 people from the Hubei province, the most affected province, to come into Canada. Were these 2,000 people quarantined? Yes or no?
The Honourable Deputy Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, as I hope the member opposite knows, quarantine is a very specific legal term, and the measures of quarantine are currently in place. Prior to that obligatory quarantine being in place, incoming travelers, whether they were Canadian or not, were very clearly told to self-isolate.
The Honourable Member for Carleton.
Told to self-isolate but not required to self-isolate, and therefore this government allowed thousands of people into this country who came from the affected regions, even though there were briefings the government had explaining the danger of doing just that.
Well then, that is how we're going to enter the stream today. Happy 2 years of CoffeeStream, everybody. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. And my great thanks to Functional for that wonderful clip. I'm glad he sent me that. Thank you very much. Oh my god. That fuck, man. That was exasperating. Holy shit, that was exhausting. Wow. She's worse than Trudeau about not answering questions, and you can hear it in her voice. You don't have to see the fucking smirk on her face. Mr. Speaker. Like, you know who she reminds me of? And I hate to do this because the left does this because they can't get out of reality and everything's a book to them. But she reminds me of Dolores Umbridge from Harry Potter. That's who she reminds me of. Costin says, is Pincalo to blame for anything? No, not today. Pincalo is a saintly man. You back the fuck up, says Functional. Oh. Well, guys, this is a belated celebration of 2 years of CoffeeStream. I don't really have any news open today because I was hoping to have some. Only thing missing is the giggle, right? I know, it's that stupid giggle. That's the only thing missing. But yeah, we're gonna celebrate 2 years of the CoffeeStream together. We're gonna have a good time, and I would just like to thank because it says this on the merch store that you get shouted out when you buy a merch. Thank you to Functional for purchasing a mug after the show yesterday. Thank you very much, and leaving the message "You rock" in the merch store. Thank you so much, my friend. Very appreciated. And remember, everybody, it's like Joe and Cameltoe, Trudeau and Freeland. Yeah, it is. And remember, guys, blindpress.net. You can donate, you can get merch, all in one spot. And you can hit the play button on the live stream on blindpress.net so you don't miss any part of the stream whilst you are merching/donating. So you will not miss any part of the stream. I did put out a tweet a couple days back saying that today would be an anything goes AMA, and for people to respond to the tweet with questions. I didn't get any questions, but since I've got 11 of you here today, if anyone's got any questions for me about anything, it doesn't have to be about blindness. It is anything and everything goes. I kind of took the idea from Scribbles because he had his 4th anniversary on last Sunday, and he did an AMA. So I figured, why not have a bit of a chat, an AMA? What do you mean, Functional? African or European swallow? How can we start the process of Kim Campbelling Freeland? Well, Costin, I don't think we want to Kim Campbell Freeland. I think we just want a vote of no confidence to get the entire Liberal Party gone. We just need them gone at this point. This is bad. I don't know. Whoa! Oh, Functional. I knew that was coming. Yeah, I really think that the best way to go is a vote of no confidence. Um, yes, Functional's right. We need them out of office and we need them in front of a court. Absolutely. They've really screwed the pooch on this. Um, and they've basically made it so that nobody worth it in their let's see. Pincalo says, if that exchange doesn't prove that the liberals are working with the Democrats, then I am lost completely on all of this. Not wrong. Is there an adorable evil cat in your room? No. Is it 2021 yet? I wish. What kind of microphone do you use? I use a Blue Snowball. And we got it from Amazon. It was a great deal. We got it from Amazon. The microphone and the boom arm was $100, I think. So we got one for me and one for Pincalo. And I really like it. I like the sound. How much did I spend on your equipment? So the mic and the camera. So in all, with Pincalo's mic, my mic, and the camera, I think it was like $300. So yeah, not that much. Functional says it's shocking how the Dems accusations about Trump are actually provable about Trudeau. I know. The Dumbs. I called them the Dumbs. Ha 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 ha. It's crazy just how much projection the left is putting on right-wingers, and not even right-wingers, centrists or center-right. Like, you don't even have to be a full-on right-winger to be hated on. And it's crazy. I don't understand. So I do have a video that I could pull up. It's by a channel called Jubilee. And what they do is they offer perspectives on different communities. They bring a few people together from one community. For example, like the deaf community or whatever. How accessible is transit in your city to blind people? The buses are pretty accessible. We have they recently, a couple years back, installed a GPS system that announces the stops so that the drivers don't have to. For the most part, the bus stops are accessible. The problem is the fucking light rail transit. The light rail transit is phenomenally inaccessible. There are stations, like stops that are right in the middle of islands in the middle of streets. Some of them are off of these weird little path things that are gravel that won't be maintained in the wintertime, so it'll be all like snowy and icy. The light rail is a nightmare. And the track, like the way the tracks are positioned, it's like there are crossings where the light rail tracks will go across the sidewalk. So, and they run every 10 minutes. So there's a route that I'm learning to the dollar store. And one of these crossings goes by the sidewalk. And every 10 minutes, there is a big arm thing, barrier, that comes down across the sidewalk. And the train goes by, and then the arm lifts up and you can cross again. I have this huge fear that I will get stuck in that between those, like, I'll be trying to get to the dollar store and I'll get stuck. Like, maybe the train will come while I'm crossing and the bell will start ringing and I won't be able to get across in time and I'll get stuck behind the barrier and get hit by the train. Like, that's my fear. It sounds irrational. Hi, Ghost Dog. And Diana, it is awful. It's very anxiety inducing. I really don't like the light rail setup in the city. And in the wintertime, it's even worse. It just drives me crazy. And right now, buses and all that is essential travels only. So I don't really have anywhere to essentially travel to. So I haven't taken the bus or light rail for a while. But yeah, it's not fun. And it's the way that they've set it up is they almost force you to take the light rail. Which they need to do because they spent over $1 billion on it. It sounds irrational. It is. It sounds a little irrational. It's a little irrational. I explained to you that as soon as you hear the bells, just walk straight and you'll be fine. The arms do not take. You just have to not panic. I know. I know, like, cognitive, blah, cognitively, I know that I will be fine. Like, cognitively, I know I'm good. But, it's just, I wonder, I've often wondered if it's residual from my car accident. That's honestly what I've wondered. Have I told you about the time I saw a fire truck stuck behind the LRT for like 45 seconds? At least it's not a well thought out system. No, Turk, it's not. Stratford Transit went backwards. They had that announcement thing you talked about, but it hasn't been operational for years. Wow. When do you think the lockdown will end? I don't know. I really and I really don't like the conspiracy theory stuff, but I really feel like this is being pushed because the numbers are 5 billion is up to. Oh, Jesus. Do I plan to do another call-in soon? Yes. But I really think that this is being pushed. I really do. I think because we're seeing numbers that are not. If you look at the population in total, and then you look at the numbers of people who have fallen ill with this virus, they're very small. They are very small. But this fear that it is this is really being pushed, and it's just ugh, this is being, like, I am really scared that my 4-year-old, when my 3-year-old goes to school next year, that he's going to have to wear a mask. The lockdown isn't going to end. The masks aren't coming off. This is like powdered wigs in the 1600s. This is our reality now. I'm afraid you're right. Let's see. Pincalo says, get this. The numbers got released for the region today. There's an Arc Mortal caseload was like 1,500 with 98 active cases. 98 less than 100 active cases. That's crazy. It's nuts. Homeschool. The reason I'm not homeschooling is my kids are very, very social. They need other children other than each other to play with. And going to, well, because of this new reality we live in, the indoor playgroups and stuff are, not even a thing anymore. But thank you, JP. But it's hard for me as a blind person to take my kids to playgroups because it's harder to keep track of them. And I don't know the space as the actual physical building space. So if I need to, I can't chase after them. The other problem is curriculum access. Finding indoor play groups are not a thing right now. We can only do Scouts and Cubs through Zoom call. Yeah. And curriculum access, finding a completely accessible curriculum is another issue. As well as just getting the kids to sit down and focus. I wouldn't want to do school at home. All my cool stuff is here. You know what I mean? It's more beneficial for them, I think, to be socializing with other kids. All that stuff. But it is hard. It's very, very difficult. So yeah, if we do run out of things to talk about, I actually have a video by a channel called Jubilee where they have this perspectives series. The one that I have is called Do All Blind People Think Alike or Think the Same? There are 6 blind people that they are talking to. And they are asked questions that they all answer and give a quick reason as to why they answered it that way. Now, I would imagine it would end in 2022 at the earliest. Yeah, check. You're probably right. I was originally just going to get the questions from the video and make a video answering the questions myself. But as I was going through the video to get the questions, because they're spoken out, so I was trying to get the questions and write them down. some of their responses just made me go, what? So I'm thinking of live streaming my reactions to it. Either we can do it now if we're running out of questions and stuff, or I could do another blind reaction stream. It's completely up to the audience. Let's see here. So yeah, there's plenty, it's all up to you guys. If you guys can't think of anything else to ask, just let me know and we can pull up this video. I don't know if you guys have heard about this, but PlayStation completely changed their party system. I think that they've made a really bad move. Will anyone get the vaccine when it comes out? I don't know if I will. I've never even gotten my flu shot, and the only reason I'm considering getting my flu shot this year is because I really want to go visit my uncle. And I want to make sure that I am protected, just so that I don't bring him anything bad while he's in chemo. So that's the only reason I'm considering getting the flu shot. Yeah. Let's see. Hi, Six! Thanks for stopping by. And thanks for the shout out on Twitter. Let's see here. Yeah. So PlayStation has changed their party system. So first they're going to be recording parties now. So if you're in a private party with friends, okay, they're going to be recording it. Now, Pincolo has informed me this morning that you can be banned. So there have been some players that have been banned for swearing in a party, like a private party. You can't apparently keep people you've blocked from coming into a party. When I watched, there was a demonstration today of the user experience for PlayStation 5. And it is so visual. They're so focused on the visual layout. And they're so focused on 4K. They didn't even take 10 seconds. There was no mention of any accessibility improvements or any accessibility at all. And after 8 version updates for PS4 and still no text-to-speech improvements, I don't think that they are going to be improving, which really sucks. Which means, I guess, when it comes time to get the desktop, I get to see how accessible Steam is with PC. Or with NVDA, because fuck PlayStation for doing that, and fuck Xbox just because fuck Microsoft, and yeah. It's very frustrating. Now, but the other problem is, even if Steam is accessible, I've got to fucking buy all the games that I can play, like Mortal Kombat and all that shit, again. Which is really fucking frustrating. So yeah, it feels like a big slap in the face from Sony. Like they don't want people to have. Oh, and the other thing with parties, you can't create a party just for yourself, right? So you know how when I'm streaming Mortal Kombat and I create a party and make it private so that I can talk to you guys and the people I'm fighting don't have to hear me going blobbity blobbity blah through their TV? Yeah, no more. No more. Can't do that anymore. That's not allowed. Yeah, and Pinkala says, and just to add to the whole Xbox thing, we're not buying an Xbox because I used to work for Xbox and I vowed never again. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it looks like it's PC, and we get to see just how accessible Steam is, because Steam and Mac don't play together well. VoiceOver and Steam don't work. I did some work for them too. Fuck both, says Functional. Yeah. Can't do anything, huh? No. Night bedtime for me, says Turk February. Well, have a good night, Turk. Thanks for stopping by. There were some other questions here. What would you do for Halloween if it wasn't for the pandemic, says Check Your Logic. I would want to dress up as Kelly Maxwell from Ash vs. Evil Dead. That's what I would want to dress up as. I think I could pull it off. Let me see if I can find. Let me see if I can Google up some. Let's see. Kelly Maxwell Ash versus Evil Dead images. Let's see if I can pull up. Whoo! No, Costin. I do not like Xbox, says Pinkal. Oh, man. Let's see here. 8 items. So I'll just share. Let's see here. So I would have liked to dress up like this girl. She was part of the team in Ash vs. Evil Dead, played by Dana DiLorenzo. So that's who I would have loved to dress up as. Maybe we could still do some cosplay for this, for like Patreon photo shoots and stuff, but Kelly Maxwell is pretty cool. Oh, shit. Let's see here. Open. So it's a Pinterest image. Let's see. Let's see. But yeah, so we've got that one. So yeah. I would have loved to have dressed up as Kelly Maxwell. Let's see. What was the other question Check Your Logic asked? He asked, is everyone going to have to do an Easter Halloween instead of trick-or-treating? Probably. Yeah. I would say probably. Hey, TC. Welcome. Yeah, I would say that we will probably have to do some sort of Easter thing. Costin says, how stressful do you find travel to and around other cities? It can be stressful. When I took the bus to Kingston, it was a bit stressful at the switchover in Toronto just because I wanted to make sure that I got some assistance at the Greyhound station. It depends on the city. If I was in somewhere that didn't have like audible lights, for example, or transit that announced its stops or something like that, it would be a bit more difficult. Cane travel also makes things a little bit more difficult when you're traveling around unfamiliar places, because with a dog, dogs are trained to recognize situations. Like if you're in an unfamiliar parking lot or something, you can still tell your dog, find the door. You can't tell your cane that. It's stuff like that that makes it a bit more stressful when you're traveling just with a cane. Because then you have to also find assistance, and ask for help, and then you either risk people ignoring you or not listening to the help that you actually need. It's interesting, but it's not too bad. Like, there are things that stress me out more than that, but I was definitely alert when I was traveling by myself to Kingston on the bus. I was very alert. Yeah, I wasn't able to just kind of relax. I was very hyper alert of what was going on. Let's see. I have a very poor sense of direction and I can see, says Costin. My mom is the same way, Costin. She likes to say that she couldn't find her way out of a wet paper bag open at both ends. So that's what my mom says quite often. Let's see. Yes, guys, please consider jumping over to that URL that Streamlabs is putting in chat. and either sending through a tip or buying yourself some CoffeeStream / Blind Fitness merchandise, or pick yourself up a picture from Pink Hollow's photography for your wall. It would really, really be awesome to celebrate 2 years of the CoffeeStream with some merchandise. Now, let's see if anyone, unless you guys have some more questions. Yeah, these are nature photos. These are not like pinup girl pictures. These are nature pictures. I'll show you guys. I'll show you guys. I will show you guys what we've got here. Okay. Let's see here. Let's go back over here. So these are all, like, these are not pinup photos. I know, like, because of the Patreon and all that, people might think that these are that we're selling pinup photos of me, but we're not. This we are selling things like here. Let's see. Look, you can see, look here. If you go to donate or do merch, you can watch it here. So you won't miss anything. Let me see. Where's the merch store? Visit store. Okay, here we go. Where is the pictures? Let's start from the top. Okay. Here we go. So, we have, there's the stickers. Okay. So, let me click on this. So this is the picture, one of the pictures that you would buy. This is the old bridge ruins. So this is what you would, this is one of the things you would get. Or, let me see, where's the other ones? There's quite a few. We've got the moon. Oh, we've got this one here. The White Ontario Trillium. Like, these are the this is the type of stuff that you would get if you were to buy Pink Hollow's pictures. It's all nature stuff. If all blind people are the same, does that mean you're part of a group instead of a demographic? Nice, Keeper Dam. Let's see what other ones I want to show. What other ones can I show you here? Where are we here? Oh, there's this one. There's the Toronto Skyscape that Pink Hollow took. Like, these are, so this is These are like 10 by 10 pictures. The Old Bridge Ruins is the big one, but these are like smaller pictures. Like, so this is what you'd get if you bought a Pinkolo picture. These are, so this would be for, wall art, for decoration, stuff like that. So yeah, you wouldn't be buying, like porn pictures or anything like that. That's not what you'd be getting. So to go with the prosthetic eyeball bikini. Oh, and just so you guys, if you guys are needing a mask, you could get this Tycho's Crater Earth Moon Gator. You could get this. This is a picture that Pinkolo took, actually, and put on the mask. And there's actually a picture of the moon. Like, you could either get the mask or the picture. Okay. Get on with the show, says Pinkolo. You're correct. I'm just really, trying to help get these pictures get out. 'Cause you work really hard with them. That's all. You work super hard with them, and I want people to see them and appreciate them, and that's all. So, we are going to open up. We're going to turn this into a reaction stream as well, because are Toronto and all its residents evil? Toronto is definitely evil. You couldn't pay me to live in Toronto. Quite seriously, you could not pay me to live in Toronto. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn this into a blind reaction stream. No, you didn't. If you have Q&As, if you have questions, ask. Go ahead and ask. I just thought that people had run out of questions. Please, ask away, Zach. Go ahead. I am always happy to answer questions. If people have more questions, I will do a blind reaction stream later. I am cool with that. I'll see the pictures after work. There you go. No, nobody's missed the Q&A. If people have more questions for me, and like I said, it doesn't have to be about blindness. It can be about, what is your favorite movie and why is it Rain Man? It's not. My favorite movie, that's hard. What is my favorite movie? That's honestly very hard to pick. I'd have to say that my favorite movie of all time is probably The Exorcist. I love the Evil Dead series. I love Bruce Campbell. But The Exorcist was it was thought-provoking. It was psychologically creepy. The book was awesome. If you guys have Audible, if any of you like listening to books read to you, I would highly suggest getting The Exorcist audiobook because William Peter Blatty narrates it. And holy crap, is it amazing. The best way to read a book, an audiobook, is narrated by the author. That is hands down, I think, the best way. good religious movie without getting too religious? Do you subscribe to a faith? I don't. But I would classify myself as an agnostic. I really would. Because I don't know for sure that there isn't anything, right? I don't know that. However, I don't know that there isn't. Or I don't know that there is. And I just really feel, honestly, if I was to subscribe to any faith, I'd probably go for more of a polytheistic thing, like kind of like the pagan stuff. I find monotheistic religions very controlling, very I just don't find much flexibility in the monotheistic religions. I liked Silence of the Lambs, says Kiefer Dam. That was a good movie as well. I liked that movie as well. It was pretty good. The book was also very good. If you had to pick between either being completely covered in hair or being bald, what would you pick? Probably bald. We hail the whale in my house. Hell yeah! Best fake religion ever. Hell yes. Hail that whale. Fright power. Fright fucking power, man. Yeah, whale fat burns pretty well. Oh, Zach. Um, Let me think here. Yeah, I actually was reading Silence of the Lambs with on audiobook when I was a teenager, and my friend my friend was living with me at the time, and she was asleep, and she right at the "Hello Clarice" line, she wakes up, sits up, and goes, "Hello," and then went down and then fell back to sleep. It was like, oh god, that was creepy. That's all I can stir up. I'm working but listening. No worries. I will say this. I wish I had a good fucking camera right now. I'm in the middle of flat country land with no city around me, with nothing but beautiful trees and skyline. Ugh. Have you ever been to a stage play or a musical, and what is your favorite, and why is it Jesus Christ Superstar? I actually got to go to the Stratford Shakespeare Festival for English class, and we saw a Taming of the Shrew play. What was I gonna say? He had. So we went to the Stratford Festival, and I saw, it was like a Western iteration of Taming of the Shrew. It was pretty funny. And we got to learn like Shakespearean insults and all this fun stuff. It was really interesting. Taming of the Shrew was probably my favorite play to watch. It was a good play. Let's see. But yeah, going to the Stratford Shakespeare Festival was great. Oh, hello again. Or hello, Sarah. What is it? Sarah. Sarah, a coder girl. Hello, Sarah, a coder girl. Ah, you're usually doing the dishes and cleaning the kitchen while you listen to this stream. My hands are usually covered in soapy water, so I don't often talk. Completely understandable. Well, I'm glad I could make cleaning interesting for you. Let's see. Did Pincolo send me any stuff yesterday after the stream? If he did, I can open it and we can look at it while we wait for more questions. Oh, there is something here. There is one article that we can look at while we wait for more questions. So let me just pull that up. Let's see here. Let's pull up this article. Twitter. All right. Now, let's go to the messages. So yeah, guys, I think I'm going to do a blind reaction stream later on to cover this video, because it's a 29-minute video, and I was just going to do the questions, but there are some things that the respondents say that have made me, in the first 5 minutes, just be like, what? So, all right. Let's jump back over to the share screen. Share screen. Chrome tab. Share that. All right. So this is happening. Mondell, double killer looking for love online. Michelle Mondell is the author of All right. Let's move the mic a little bit closer to the speaker. There we go. Here we go.
Convicted double murderer Chris Vitore is looking for love online. He is currently serving a life sentence. Photo by Canadian Inmates Connect Incorporated.
So this is his picture. Canadian Inmates Connect Incorporated.
Ladies, he's so committed that he'll even kill for love.
Ew. That's kind of an off-color joke, but okay. I saw Romeo and Juliet through the festival through school twice. One year when we were studying it in high school, and previously in grade 7. Sarah says, if you could choose to place any place in the world to visit, where would it be? I would want to go to Scotland. And I also would want to go to Spain. But Scotland for sure. because my mom's family is from Scotland. So I would want to go and see where we hail from.
It's not exactly on his matchmaking bio, but it might as well be. Convicted double murderer Chris Fattore, 42, is looking for a new sweetheart online after his former wife and co-accused Melissa Merritt went and married a fellow inmate at the Grand Valley Institution for Women. You are correct.
Wait, what?
Lady, it's not exactly on his matchmaking bio, but it might as well be. Convicted double murderer Chris Fattore, 42, is looking for a new sweetheart online after his former wife and co-accused Melissa Merritt went and married a fellow inmate at the Grand Valley Institution for Women.
So, him and his wife killed 2 people. And then she got to Grand Valley, found a chickie poo, divorced him, married chickie poo, and now he wants... Oh my God. These are the days of our lives in prison.
Heading level 2. Distress scale. Some thanks he got for wiping out her ex and his mother and trying to take the rap for them both. You are currently up. They were sensational murders that decimated one Mississauga family. Fattore and Merritt were convicted in 2017 of murdering Merritt's ex-husband Caleb Harrison. Fattore was also convicted of killing her former mother-in-law Bridget Harrison, while jurors couldn't reach a decision on whether she was guilty as well.
Yeah, I think I remember this case. Hello, Dr. No. Yeah, that was an off-color joke, yeah.
Caught on camera, fireworks assaulted button. Fattore was acquitted of killing Merritt's ex-father-in-law, William Harrison. Button. Fattore was acquitted of killing Merritt's ex-father-in-law, William Harrison.
Jesus Christ, the whole family? Wow.
All 3 Harrisons were found dead in the same Mississauga home over a span of 4 years. Peel Regional Police didn't suspect murder until Caleb's body was discovered in 2013.
What the It took 4 years to kill the... Wow. This is more and more like a soap opera, with each freaking sentence. So, let's review. This dude and his ex killed her ex-husband, his mother and father. Okay? These 2 fantastic people have since split up because woman found a girl in prison. Now this dude is looking for love online from prison. Oh right, she did tell us about the wife. You're right, Pincalo. This is the chick. But this is seriously like a fucking prison soap opera. It's... Holy crap.
Story continues below. Merritt and Caleb were locked in a bitter custody battle over their 2 children. While he was in jail serving time for drunk driving causing death, his parents shared custody of the kids with their mother.
Oh my... Okay. So ex-husband who is now dead was serving time for drunk driving. Oh my God, this whole family, like these poor kids. Holy crap. This is a giant freaking web of crap.
Merritt thought the Harrisons were getting too much time with her children. You are currently on...
So your response was, here, let me make sure I get no time with my children by committing murder. I think my parents-in-law have too much time with my kids. So here, let me make sure my kids have no time with any family by killing their father and killing their grandparents. and then getting sent to jail. Fuck, man. What is wrong with people? Some people just shouldn't have kids. That's just sad. That's just really, really sad. Yeah. So, the ex-husband who is now dead by murder killed somebody because he drove drunk and was serving time in jail. So his parents had custody of the two children. And this brilliant bitch decided, I know, let's take their dad's already been in jail for drunk driving and killing somebody. So I'm going to kill their grandparents and their dad, and then I'm going to go to jail for that so that my kids have neither a father nor grandparents nor a mother. What is right with people these days, says TC. You're not wrong, TC.
Bill Harrison was the first to die. His wife found him in their locked powder room on April 16, 2009, although he was 65 and in 4. Group. You are Bill Harrison 4. Good. And up. 4. Health. His death was 4. Group blamed. And up on cardiac arrhythmia. That same day, Meriden Fattore packed up and took off for Nova Scotia with the kids.
So, that's not suspicious. Your fucking father-in-law, your ex-father-in-law dies of, quote, cardiac arrhythmia, and then you split for Nova Scotia? That's not suspicious at all.
Bridget, 63, won temporary sole custody of the children after they were returned to Ontario. Crone has... The day before Merritt was to plead guilty to parental abduction, her 8-year-old son discovered his grandmother's body, near where his grandfather died almost exactly a year earlier.
Oh my god. This is... The 8-year-old found his grandmother. The 8-year-old found his So this just gets worse. So now these kids have no family because their mother killed their father and their grandparents, and the 8-year-old gets to find his dead grandma. Bring back the death penalty. Seriously, bring back the fucking death penalty. This is fucking tragic.
3 years passed. Caleb, 40, was out of jail and had sole custody of the kids. On the day Merritt had been scheduled to return them after a week-long visit, Caleb was found strangled in his bed. You are correct.
What the Kill the grandparents first, then kill their dad? It's like these moms that fucking... Ugh. This makes me angry. And sad. Statistics Canada. Yeah, we have a lot of islands. Ugh. Don't let Scribe hear me say what.
Canada shameful pat button. Canada button. Fattore confessed to 2 of the killings, telling police upon his arrest in 2014 that he'd planned and executed the slayings of Bridget in 2010 and Caleb in 2013. At his trial, though, his lawyer claimed he falsely confessed and was just taking a dive to protect the woman he loved.
Oh my god. Very sad. Very sad.
Fattore and Merritt were sentenced to automatic life terms without parole for 25 years. They're both appealing.
Of course they are.
In the meantime, Fattore is doing time at Beaver Creek Penitentiary and seeking companionship on CanadianInvestigate.com, the matchmaking pen pal site for lonely convicts that includes Mountain Triple Killer Justin Burke and BC Gangland hitman Robert Moyes.
Why is that even allowed? Oh, bring back the death penalty. Oh, okay. But still, what the fuck? Yeah. Thank you, Dr. No, for the information about Canada. Poor kids. I know. This
Story continues below. Hey there, the double
this
killer.
makes me angry.
Hey there, thanks for stopping by. Fattore wrote, I haven't done anything like this in well over a decade, so I will give it my best shot. The double killer said. Hey, the double killer says he's been described by friends as a big teddy bear who is fun and caring. His victim's family would certainly disagree.
I would say so. What's left of them. Canada should have public electric chair executions. Ugh, this just. Why'd you send me that, Pancalo? That made me sad. While he came into prison lazy and almost 400 pounds, Fattore says he now works out 2 to 3 hours a day, meditates, and wants to get into yoga. He lists his hobbies as cooking, football, and music, mostly rock and country. He's also a big fan of tattoos and the outdoors. Though we're not assuming he's not enjoying too much of the latter these days. Fattore also has a lot of time to write letters. Canadian inmates don't have internet access, so the website warns potential to write letters care of the prison. I'm on this website to find someone I can connect with, someone smart and mature with a youthful side, someone with a great sense of humor and doesn't mind silly and having fun, someone who enjoys working out and staying healthy, someone who shares in my interests. Fattore then seemed to reference his past relationship with his fellow killer. They say opposites attract, but in my opposite they don't last. I'm not looking for anyone controlling. I've been there, done that, threw away the t-shirt. Just, wow. Just wow. Ugh. That's all I have to say, is just wow. Let's see. Well, guys, I think we've reached a natural stopping point. Let's see. It's really sad by how some kids are traumatized by the lives their parents make them lead. Yep. Absolutely. But I think we've reached a natural stopping point, guys. So I'm gonna end. And I really do thank you guys for stopping by and helping me celebrate 2 years of CoffeeStream. It's been a pleasure doing these for you, and I hope to do many, many more. Please consider visiting blindpress.net and grabbing yourself some merchandise or a picture to hang on your wall or a mask. And I also would invite you to join me again tomorrow for another coffee stream where my guest will be Scribe Light. That will be fun. Remember that Saturday is Star Trek stream at 5 p.m. Eastern. 4 p.m. Central, we are moving on to the main characters of the shows. We're going to start with Enterprise and Captain Archer. So, be sure to catch that. Remember also to catch me on Becca Fairley's channel at 7 p.m. on Saturday night. And The Blind and the Special on Sunday night at 10 p.m. Eastern. I will also be on the Cream stream tomorrow at midnight. Thank you. And for being subscribed. It means a lot. You guys are awesome. And I really appreciate all of you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Or maybe later tonight when I do a blind reaction stream. Who knows? Stay tuned on Twitter. Bye, guys.